Are you considering moving to Columbus, Ohio, but you're not quite sure if this is the right decision for such a big move? Well, stay tuned because in today's video, I am going over the 5 things you must know about living in Columbus, Ohio. You will not want to miss this video. Let's go. Number 1, Columbus, Ohio is a much more affordable metropolitan area than most major metros in the United States. If you're watching this and you're moving to Columbus, Ohio, of course you're going to want to know, is it an affordable place to live? And I can say yes, Columbus is very affordable. When we look at things such as bills, housing, groceries, gas, healthcare, everything else, when you factor in everyday living, Columbus, Ohio is going to be really competitive in all of those categories. According to Bankrate, Columbus was ranked the number 6 metro for first-time home buyers. They of course looked at factors such as housing affordability, the tightness of the housing market, the job market, and a few other factors. But coming in at number 6 is a huge accomplishment for Columbus, Ohio. With all of the rapid growth in the area, to be in the top 10 of affordability in such a growing state is amazing, especially the Columbus region with Intel, Honda, Facebook, and many more companies coming to the area. Columbus, Ohio is still a real affordable place to live. Housing is still relatively affordable. The median home price here in Columbus, Ohio was just over $316,000 in August, and according to Bankrate, the national median home price was slightly over $407,000. So as you can see, that's a $100,000 difference with the average median home price across the entire nation. So Columbus is very affordable. It's a fantastic place to live, and especially if you have kids, whether you have kids or not, Columbus, Ohio, and the Columbus region is going to be very affordable. And let's be honest, if you're coming to Columbus, Ohio, you do not want to move and have to adjust for your cost of living and it be higher, because typically the only reason you're moving is for a job or moving because a place is more affordable, and in the long term, it will be a better move for you. Number 2 on the list, Columbus, Ohio has a diverse and robust job market. Now, in my opinion, this is the one that gets me most excited because Columbus, Ohio is growing at a rapid pace. There is a new company coming to the area, it seems like every day, whether it's directly here in Columbus, Ohio, or the surrounding counties. Columbus, Ohio is experiencing rapid growth, and this is for good reason. Columbus, Ohio has long been considered one of the most affordable places for small businesses and startup companies to come and start their businesses. In addition to that, there is such amazing support from local businesses and local venture capitalists that help these businesses thrive here in the Columbus, Ohio region. No single industry in the Columbus region represents more than 18% of our economy. Now, this is huge because whether you're looking to start your own business or work for a corporation, I say this all the time, there are so many options when you come here. There is so much room for growth, whether you want to start your own company, like I mentioned, or work your way up that corporate ladder. Columbus, Ohio has a job for everybody, no matter what industry you are going to decide to pursue. When you get to Columbus, Ohio, the job market and economy is very diverse, which leaves you many options. The Columbus region is a leader in many industries, including automobile, food and beverage, insurance, semiconductors, and finance. Now, this is huge because as you see, no matter what field you are in, you will be able to thrive and make a great living here in Columbus, Ohio to support your family. So this is a huge benefit of coming to this region. Columbus, Ohio is considered the best place for semiconductors. It's the first place in the Midwest to support semiconductors. That's why Intel has just invested $20 billion, and that investment is just an initial investment into Columbus, Ohio, particularly New Albany, Ohio, because they believe in Columbus, Ohio and its future in the long term to be able to provide sustainable energy, to provide and attract talent, and the people of the Midwest are amazing. In addition to that, Columbus, Ohio has long been a test market for the food and beverage industry. If something does well here in the Midwest, most likely it is going to do well in other parts of the country, because that's why the Midwest people are very honest and truthful, and companies know that. So it's a great test market for whether it's food and beverage or anything else that may be tested before it's released to the masses. I quickly wanted to mention some of the biggest companies that you may recognize here in Columbus, Ohio, that have a presence are JP Morgan Chase, Express, Nationwide Insurance, Cover My Meds, Kroger, Wendy's, Big Lots, Chipotle, Donato's. As you can see, Huntington Bank, the list goes on and on of huge Fortune 500 companies that have decided and invested millions, if not billions of dollars in building infrastructure here in the Columbus, Ohio region. So this is fantastic news. The growth of the region over the next 10 to 20 years is going to be absolutely insane, and the opportunities are going to be endless for you if you want to make a fantastic living and build your home here. Number 3 on the list, let's talk about higher education. Columbus, Ohio has access to some of the best higher education in the entire nation. This creates a dynamic and diverse job workforce. This is amazing because we attract talent from all over the nation, not only within our state, but people coming from all over the world who want to come here and be a part of something special. Some universities that you may recognize, of course, Ohio State is probably the most famous university here in the Columbus region, but we also have schools like Columbus State Community College, which is a fantastic community college, which a lot of people go to now straight out of high school here locally and do their basic credits for 2 years, then they transfer to Ohio State or another major university nearby. We also have Capital University, which is known for their law school. We have Otterbein University, which is a liberal arts school. We also have the Columbus School of Art and Design. We have Franklin University and Ohio Wesleyan University, located in Delaware, Ohio. So as you can see, there is plenty of amazing local universities, both public and private universities. In addition to that, Ohio has 18 technical and vocational schools. So if you're looking to learn a trade or you're looking to learn a skill and you don't want to go to traditional 4-year college, this is a fantastic opportunity. I know a lot of the high schools offer that. You can do your first 2 years traditional high school, then your last 2 years you can go to a technical trade school. I think this is an awesome route because not everybody is going to want to go to a 4-year traditional university. But if you do, like I mentioned earlier, we have some of the best universities in the entire country. In addition to that, Columbus, Ohio has some of the most highly ranked high schools throughout the entire nation. Upper Arlington High School, Olentangy High School, and Dublin High School always come in as a top 10 school district in the state. In addition to that, they also come in usually pretty high when you look at national high school rankings. In addition to that, elementary schools and middle schools are great. Whether you're looking for public or private schools, we have something for you here in Columbus, Ohio and the surrounding areas. And what I thought was pretty cool is Columbus, Ohio is in the top 10 of millennial attraction in the entire nation. So we have a ton of young and upcoming talent coming to the area. And a lot of those students that come here from out of state or out of the country end up staying here because they see the growth and job opportunities here in the Columbus region. Number 4 on the list, things to do. Columbus, Ohio actually has quite a bit of entertainment and things to do, whether you're a single person or you have a family. I have been critical in the past of Columbus, Ohio and its lack of entertainment, but I must say it is improving every single year. A few of my favorite things to do are the annual festivals, including the Columbus Coffee Fest and the Columbus Italian Fest. Both of those are in the fall. I go every single year to both of those, so if you like coffee or you like Italian food, I highly recommend you go to those. In the summer, we have the Buckeye Country Superfest and we have the Memorial Tournament, which brings in thousands and thousands of people. Steph Curry, Luke Bryan were here last year. Tiger Woods has played in that tournament before, so it's a pretty big deal. We also have in the spring the Arnold Classic, with Arnold Schwarzenegger brings hundreds of thousands of people from bodybuilding to boxing to fencing. You think about it, they have it at the Arnold Sports Festival. I go every single year and it's one of my favorite things to do here in March. Columbus, Ohio also has a vibrant food scene. A few of my favorite restaurants include Valentina's in Dublin. It's located in Bridge Park. We also have North Star Cafe at Easton. There's one downtown at the Short North. In addition to that, we have Pistachia Vera. It's located in the German Village area. It is my favorite bakery. Highly recommend the creme brulee eclair. They sell out quick, so you have to get there early. We have Staff's Coffee in Grandview. There's also one in German Village and Crimson Cup. If you love coffee, those are two great local places to visit. In addition to that, I highly recommend Handel's Ice Cream. There's a location located in Plain City and Hilliard, Ohio. It's the best ice cream in town, completely homemade at the ice cream shop itself. You can't miss out. Mwah. In addition to that, Columbus, Ohio is known for their professional sports. And of course, the Ohio State football team. That's my favorite sports team to watch, Ohio State football, hands down. But if you like professional sports and you're a soccer fan, we also have the Columbus Crew. If you're a baseball fan, we have the Columbus Clippers, which is the AAA team for the Cleveland Guardians. In addition to that, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets, if you're a big hockey fan. We also have tons of concerts at Nationwide Arena. Drake is coming here in October. We've also had some of the biggest artists in the world perform here, Dan and Shay, which I personally went there and I love their concert. So there's something for everybody. Kimba Live, Newport Music Hall. Those are all great places to go and visit. There's also an art museum here in Columbus. And if you go to experiencecolumbus.com, there's also many tours you can look at. And if you're coming down to Columbus, Ohio to maybe visit before you move, take a tour. There's a Short North food tour. There's also a tour of Columbus in general. So I highly recommend you reach out to me directly if you want to know of any cool spots that I didn't mention because I couldn't get to them all. One other thing when it comes to things to do, I totally forgot to mention, was Columbus, Ohio has a ton of great walking trails and biking trails. A few of my favorites is the Scioto Mile downtown. It's a 26-mile walking and biking trail. Obviously, good luck trying to walk 26 miles, but I walk 3 to 4 miles down there. It's a great view of the city of Columbus downtown, the heart of downtown, but it's perfect for biking. In addition to that, there's Sharon Woods, there's High Banks, there's Quarry Trails, there's also Blendon Woods and Little Turtle in Westerville, Ohio, and the Hoover Reservoir. So there's plenty of great walking paths, and Columbus has tons and tons of bike trails. So I highly recommend Columbus, Ohio, if you like to walk and be outdoors. Of course, we don't have mountains or beaches, but we have amazing walking trails. Number 5 on the list, Columbus, Ohio has bipolar weather. This is one of the things where people always ask me about. Blake, I'm considering moving to Columbus, Ohio, but I heard your winters suck. Yes, they do suck. Winters in Columbus, Ohio are absolutely horrible. They get freezing cold and there's a lot of freezing rain. Now, when it comes to snow, we get snow, but honestly, there's not as much snow as I would like. I personally love snow. I don't think it's bad as freezing rain, but I will say the winters in Columbus get very, very cold and they get very frigid. And the worst part about winter is when there's freezing rain because it gets very slick, and Columbus, Ohio does not have the best drivers. So I highly recommend, if you've never experienced a winter in your life, if you lived on the West Coast your whole life, get prepared to come to Columbus. You're going to need a completely new wardrobe. And if you're not used to driving in frigid and bad weather conditions, get a car that has good tires, preferably 4-wheel drive car, and get used to leaving for work early. I highly recommend you leave early everywhere you go. If it only takes you 20 minutes, normally leave an hour early. You'd rather be somewhere early than late. In addition to our frigid winters, Columbus, Ohio has some of the most humid summers that I've ever experienced. Right now I'm making this video, and as you can see, it's sunny in my background. It's actually October of 2023 and it's 85 degrees here. So as you can see, summer sometimes lasts a little bit longer, and summers here, sometimes it's 80 degrees, but the humidity, it feels like 100. So if you're not used to high humidity, plan on drinking plenty of water, and hopefully you have access to a pool when you move here, because Columbus, Ohio has very humid summers. We also have all 4 seasons, so it's October, so fall is officially around the corner. Fall is right now, but like I mentioned, it feels like summer. So I expect in November and late October to have a Perfect fall where it's not so hot, it's not so cold, but the sunsets look beautiful and the sunrises look awesome. Fall is my second favorite season. I still love summer. As I just mentioned, it's humid, but I love being outside, being active. Fall is my second favorite season. And of course, we have spring. Spring is also a great time here, so just get used to all 4 seasons when you move to Columbus, Ohio. Have a wardrobe for every single season and be prepared for the unexpected, because like I mentioned, Columbus has some bipolar weather. There are some winter days where you see some sunshine and the weather does get warm, and there are some summer days or spring days where it's supposed to be warm, but it does get cold. So bipolar weather, just look out for it. All right, guys, I hope you learned about the 5 things you need to know before moving to Columbus, Ohio. My name is Blake. I'm a local realtor here in Columbus, Ohio. As much as I love making these videos, I love to help you relocate to the area. If you have any questions, my information will be on the screen and in the description below. Let me know what you want to see next. And like I mentioned, if you're looking to move, I'm your guy. Talk to you soon.